How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Let's take a look at another Spider-Man today. This time we have Marvel Legends Series 60th Anniversary Japanese Toy TV Series Spider-Man. So that's TOEI. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, so please forgive me. And let's take a quick look at the package. We have some Japanese characters. I think the translation is Spider-Man. I'll trust it. 60 amazing years of Spider-Man. Side of the package, the back of the package, minimal accessories, and the other side of the package on these windowless packages have the figure rendering. Let's get them out. All right, immediate impression after ripping through that windowless box is, wow, does this guy look orange or does he look red? You know, like I really can't tell. Is that like a red orange? I'm not really sure. A couple of other really immediate like wows and surprises were, wow, he has no boot cut. So no articulation there. Some things that I thought were positive and cool were this figure has the advanced elbow joints and knee joints. So by advanced, I mean that they're thicker, so you won't have that flimsy wobble at the knees and elbows. So that's really, really cool. So we're going to look at his articulation really quickly, which I think is lacking because of not having that boot cut. I'll be very, very honest. But let's go ahead and jump into that. We have a ball peg for the head that is on a hinge. So you're going to get some really good look upward and some really good look downward, right? You're going to get your rotation. You're going to get no tilt in the head. We do not have butterfly joints. So that caught my attention also. We will get 90 degrees at the shoulders. You have rotation at the shoulder, rotation at the bicep. You do have your double jointed elbow, and you've got your rotation in the horizontal hinged wrists. You do not have a diaphragm cut. You have your standard ab crunch, and you have a waist swivel. But the waist swivel isn't smooth, it's ratcheted. So you basically have to transition to set positions. And if you want to put it in between the ratchets, you kind of like got to find the sweet spot for it to hold. For this being Spidey and him supposedly being super agile as we move down the body with articulation, no butterfly joints, and no inverted ab crunch, and then the swivel at the waist is ratcheted. It's not smooth. We have a decent split with our Spidey. You have a thigh cut that gives you swivel. You do have your double jointed knee, and they are outstanding. I mean, that's pretty much flush. Very cool. At the feet, you have great range down and decent range up. I know that it is a anniversary fig and it is from the 60s, but I mean, I wish they would have given him more advanced articulation. I'm being really honest. I don't see why skimp out on points of articulation that Spider-Man fans have been so accustomed to seeing for so long, you know? So just kind of like a note on that. Deco-wise, I'm digging the retro look of him. I never saw the TV series, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind watching a few episodes on YouTube. I'll check it out and see if they got any. But I never watched it. But this is obviously a throwback kind of homage look. I do like the upper torso. It does have a different mold and different sculpt to it. We will look at that when we see some other Spideys. So that's pretty cool, you know. The suit design itself, I think, is pretty cool. I don't believe it's intended to be orange. I think I might have a QC issue here. I'm not really sure. In person, it almost looks like these are New York Knicks colors. You know, I'm a New York fan, love New York. But, I mean, you know, Spider-Man isn't blue and orange. I do like the white-soled feet. Really, really cool there. Very chill. And I do really, really like this retro Spider-Man emblem. I'm really digging that. He also has this like gadget thing on his wrist, which it independently rotates. But it's really nice. Nice looking. All right, let's look at his accessories. He's got this web effect. He's got this web effect. And I'm a fan of these swingy webs. I really, really am. The plastic is pretty sturdy and strong enough that you can kind of like connect it to something here and have your Spidey swinging around. If your Spidey had web holding hands. He has these two other emotive hands, which are nice, and I'm sure they're great for kind of like interacting with the interface here on his wrist, but they're not great for holding webs. That's for sure. So I don't want to say this is pointless, but he can't hold it. So there's that. I wanted to have another really awesome looking Spider-Man to add to my collection. And I do like his appearance. There's a simplicity to him that looks very, very old school. And I like that. I like the bunched up mask. You know, how it's like wrinkled there and stuff. Very, very nice. What we're going to do today for our themed comparison is that I'm going to go ahead and share with you my 5 favorite Spider-Man releases in the 2022 calendar year. All right, so let's take a quick look at my top 5 Marvel Legend Spider-Man. I'm going to bring out Symbiote Spider-Man. I'm going to bring out Ben Reilly. I'm going to bring out 60th Anniversary Spider-Man. And last but not least, I will bring out Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. If I was going to order these figures from number 1 to number 5, these being my 5 favorite Spider-Man figures released in 2022, I'm going to go ahead and put Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man as my favorite Marvel Legends Spider-Man in the year so far. I'm going to add my 60th Anniversary Spidey. I really like his color palette, and he has great articulation. He's a little bit taller and a little bit lanky. I like how he looks. Very nice. My number 3 would be my Ben Reilly. My number 4 would be my Symbiote Spider-Man. And my number 5, unfortunately, the star of today's show, the 60th Anniversary Japanese Spider-Man. You know, so that's how I would kind of order them on personal preference. That's for sure. I'd love to hear what your top favorite Spider-Man of the year are, or even your favorite Spider-Man of all time. That would be really cool. But since he's the star of the show, I'll bring him back to the center. And we've got the multiverse around him. Overall, I like the look of the figure. I like that simple, old, retro kind of look to him, even with the sculpting of the torso. If we look at him side by side, let's say, for example, here with Amazing Fantasy, it is a very different mold. It looks very simple, not very well sculpted out. But I like that. I like that retro look of it. I like the fact that he has the advanced joints in his elbows and knees. That's really, really cool. I like the retro logo. That's really, really cool. But I'm disappointed that they didn't give us web swinging hands. Kind of doesn't make sense if you're going to give us this pretty cool accessory. And I'm disappointed they didn't give him the advanced articulation that we're used to with other Spider-Man figures. But otherwise, another cool addition to the Spider-Man family. Super cool. I had a lot of fun sharing the 60th Anniversary Japanese Spider-Man today, even though I have more, I guess, question marks about him, specifically the color going on here. But overall, it was a lot of fun taking this time out. And it always is to share the experience of collecting toys as an adult. And I hope you're able to keep coming back. And let's keep sharing these experiences. Until next time, everybody, take care.